Hello everyone, my name is Megsimal and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Today we're gonna see if this ship is really empty or not. Let's go.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Can I scan something? Holographic system interface. Okay.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark? This is the Nexus, right? Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But
What's
you're
happening?
here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it. I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Scott Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything
Okay.
that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Okay.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs.
Speak slowly
Where's the
for a
Pathfinder?
Solarian.
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other Arks.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Okay.
I may not have been the first choice, but I'm ready for this.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to
radiate you.
treat a guest. I'm Nakmor Kesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Wait, aren't Krogan women
We're all feeling the pressure.
all...
Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
I mean, Krogan females don't use a different kind of armor than that one?
Welcome to the Nexus.
Oh well.
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Okay.
Where's Vetrat? The Hyperion is starting to send a tally of supplies.
Alright, let's see a journal. Yeah, blah blah blah. Speak with Director Tan in Pathfinder headquarters. Okay, so I can only have one at a time. Odds are completed. Alright. Who do I need to talk to?
Handling something big, is she? I'll just organize this as it comes in and send it. You know what the priority needs are.
Hello, Console. Thank you. You and I are going to be very good friends.
This is Nexus Control to
No,
Hyperion.
it isn't what we
It's good
wanted,
to have
but
you
what
here.
choice do we have? How the hell should I know?
Let's go over the docking checklist,
Spender,
shall we?
you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it. Alright, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right.
Don't really
After
like her.
14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Yeah, well, I'll be going. Okay, let's talk. Yeah.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Yeah, not my fault.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
You know, I usually am on the side of science and against the military in these kind of games. But if she's my choice, not a chance in hell. I'm gonna be with the
There's also
Turian.
a strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in
Also,
research.
what's up with her
They're supposed
face?
to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Well, the tech on Mars was plug and go because it was meant to be. Because because the beacons were supposed to be easy to use.
You've had no colony
So that-
successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Yeah, surely not you.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you.
Yeah, the feeling
Prove
is
me
mutual.
wrong.
Prove me wrong? If I could... Nah. It's kind of strange, but I really don't like her. Like, not by a long shot. Let's go. As I was saying before, the Reaper technology that she referred to, the one on Mars, it was
This
meant
is the
to
planet
be
where we landed.
plug and go.
Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
It's about time. No. You trust me now is kind of stupid of a question.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
Oh, good.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable.
We terraform?
So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Yeah, no, I think it's...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
It's okay.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Let's learn more. Not here. Not here. Where will it be? Who knows? We'll continue. Okay, speak with Kashtan, Kandros, and with the scientists. Let's see first of all, what's our priority? Speak with Sam. Okay. So I want to know about the other arcs. Why are we the only one? When are they supposed to come?
You have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Yep. Tell me
More
everything.
information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Okay.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
That's sad.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more.
No,
good for
that's not
fighting
true.
and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
I mean, he's a
It's common
Solarian.
knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them,
Yeah, I
but the
remember.
Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Well, I like Krogans. Hope we can see them. The Andromeda Initiative.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Nah. It's so sad.
As
Krogans
director
are
of the
cool.
initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Yeah, I can see that.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on New Worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
I mean, I kind of like him.
What do I need to consider?
Don't like the fact that he
in making
hates
the planet viable?
Krogan, but
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
okay.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Oh yeah, let's test it out.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Okay.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Alright. It sounds old, or maybe it's just it's just annoyed. Okay, what
Power couplers, more power relays. Excellent.
what's happening? Raj Patil.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. if they start hitting critical systems.
Sure
Okay.
thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help.
The last time I
I've
did
sent the locations to
something
your
like
Omni tool.
this,
Just send me the data when you're done.
ended up with a gun pointed at my head. So yeah.
Find out why. Be careful.
Where's Cash? I want to talk. Oh, no, not with you. Can I find them here? No, they're not active. Let's see this sabotage. Yeah, no, in fact I wanted to speak with the other guys. Where are they? Okay, finally. Okay, Cash.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
Okay.
My
Alright,
cruiser.
Cash.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Yeah, I really don't know why she has this kind of armor. I really loved the dress that the Krogan female used in the third installment.
What kind of work do you do as
of Mass
superintendent?
Effect.
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
yeah, just talk to him.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Alright.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Oh wait, so this isn't a... Oh, this is set before Mass Effect 3.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never
Oh
heal.
wow, then yeah.
Not that my ancestors
Oh,
didn't.
now I
provoke it.
understand.
They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
hoping that's all in the
I mean,
past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
wow, that's... Oh, I really didn't know. I mean, I didn't look up at the date that they're talking about. I don't remember in which date is Mass Effect 3 happening, but I also didn't look at informations about Mass Effect Andromeda, not to spoil anything, and I didn't understand. Then yeah, this is terrible.
There's no cure for it, but my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus, a natural defense.
Yeah, slowly,
During
really
the trip
slowly.
to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time
Yeah,
to
Krogan
develop.
are super strong in genetics.
Still early, but
I mean,
I think we made a dent.
their
Our
genetics are super
scientists say we've
strong.
improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the
It's a lot.
statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, wow.
Nothing more
It's
for
a
now.
lot.
Try
So,
not to die out there.
oh yeah, sure. If you don't know what happened before, yeah, there was a war, a great big war between the Rachni and these species that are here, and the Solarian, that cat guy, that species, tried to uplift the Krogan race to, yeah, they uplifted them, and they became kinda good. I mean, they are natural fighters. They are super strong. They are living tanks. I mean, they enter a rage that makes them almost unkillable. They're super strong. Yeah. What are you going to do, Mariette? Give me a second. Anyhow, the Krogan managed to kill the Rachni that lived in a world that was all toxic. Nobody could go there except the Krogan. Krogan killed them, and then everyone had the Krogan problem, because the Krogan killed the Rachni, but became a problem because they were too many. Oh my god, Mariette, please. I'll go even further. Anyway, they were super strong. They were an army. They wanted to take on the galaxy at that point. They are really... they love to fight, the Krogan. And so the Solarian, the Turian, created the genophage, that is this virus that makes them unable to have children. They have 1 in 1,000. And so with that, they managed to, how do we say it, keep them controlled. Okay, let's talk to you, Kendras. So you're military.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Okay. Yeah, one thing it's common I see now that both and every of these stations are having problem with communication.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
I love Turian voices.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
I can see that.
The militia grew from there. Funny, Once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Yeah, also there are also problems with their biology, no? I remember them having to eat different things that would kill humans. And that thing we eat would kill them, like the Quarians. I remember
It's
something
rough
like
out
that.
there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you
Oh,
covered.
okay.
In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Okay, yeah, I've done some of the Apex
Bye,
missions
Kendros. Duty calls.
in the multiplayer.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Oh, so it's here. Okay, so what do you want?
This is wrong. It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Yeah, of course.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Alright, what is that? Yeah, it's one of those. Damage done to the site was caused by a direct override of the safety locks. Numerous people are listed as working here. I will cross-reference all other data. Yeah, so maybe it's true what that guy says. Yes, Salarian, Professor Eric. We'll do this in the next episode, just because of the time. So yeah, these are gonna be, I think, a couple of episodes, a couple of talking episodes, where we just stay here and talk to the people. I mean, this was. The next one, I think, we're gonna talk to him, and then we're gonna hop into a ship. And I'm sorry, but I really like to do this. I really like to know everything about the game, so yeah, it's gonna be like this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Till the next time. Bye bye.